Have you ever known something painful was coming and still had to walk towards it anyway? When Jesus entered Jerusalem before the Passover, he came as the lamb. But at that same time, hundreds of thousands of lambs were also being brought into the city to be sacrificed for the Passover. Imagine that. Lambs filling all the roads as they were carried and led towards the temple, and amongst them walked the true Lamb of God. The greatest lamb quietly walking amongst all these little lambs that were waiting to be slaughtered. A few days later, the night before his crucifixion, Jesus went to the garden where he often prayed. On his way to Gethsemane, he crossed the brook Kidron, whose waters were flowing red with the blood of the Passover lambs that had been sacrificed at the temple. Imagine that, him passing through the waters full of blood from the sacrificed lamb, and he was going to his own sacrifice. Under the full moon of the Passover, the sight would have been unmistakable. Jesus came with his disciples then to a place called Gethsemane, which means olive press. And it was a place where olives were crushed so that their oil could flow. And here, the Son of God would begin to be pressed under the weight of what was coming. He said to his disciples, "Sit here while I go over there and I pray." Taking Peter and the two sons of Zebedee with him, he began to be sorrowful and deeply distressed. He said to them, "My soul is so exceedingly sorrowful, even to death. Stay here and watch with me." And going a little farther, he fell on his face and prayed, saying, "Oh, my Father, if it's possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will." The Lamb of God entered Jerusalem, surrounded by lambs meant for sacrifice, yet he alone would become the sacrifice that truly takes away the sin of the world. And the question that presses my heart is this: if Jesus was willing to walk into that sorrow to save us, how are we going to respond to that love that cost him everything?